The Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of delivery and governance efficiency, Eliud Owalo, has officially announced his resignation from government soon after declaring that he would contest the presidency in the 2027 general election. His departure marked an immediate transition from his senior role in the executive to active participation in the race for the county or the country's top office, making him one of the earliest government officials to formalize step aside after announcing such ambition. Ewalo stated in his official resignation announcement that his continued service in government was no longer viable now that he had entered the presidential race. He explained that the decision took effect immediately, emphasizing that his position as the deputy chief of staff could not continue along his newly declared political path. His remarks formally ended his stature in a role that required close oversight over delivery and efficiency of government programs across ministries, departments, and agencies. Before issuing his resignation statement, Owalo had served as a key figure responsible for coordinating government projects and monitoring the execution within the public service sector. His office had played a central role in tracing and tracking the progress of policies and initiatives under the executive, positioning him at the heart of the government's performance management structure. His exit from that office officially cleared the way for him to enter into the presidential race and signal shift in his political competition. Earlier in the day, before Owalo had publicly announced his intention to seek the presidency during the 106th commemoration of the death of his grandfather, better known as Prophet Joanna Owalo, the founder of Nomia Church. The commemoration took place at the church's headquarters in Opoch, Kisumu County, where he informed the gathering that he would present himself as a presidential candidate in 2027. He outlined his motivation and a reference to his track record in public service, stating that his experience would guide his bid for national leadership. During the commemoration event, Owalo also highlighted the broader shift from supporting individual political leaders to championing development-focused leadership for the Kenyan people. He addressed the congregation and urged residents of Nyanza to embrace a form of political rooted in practical action rather than rhetoric way. He called for a regional approach centered on a tangible development initiative aimed at improving livelihood across Nyanza region. Owalo went on to outline several specific developments priorities that he believed were essential for transforming the region. One of the key areas he emphasized was water infrastructure. He mentioned the Koru Soin dams as a critical installation that would help address flooding, enhance food security, and provide a last mile water connectivity. He also pointed to a potential of such infrastructure to support the power generation and add power grid to the national grid level. In addition to water infrastructure, Owalo underscored the complete of the Lake Victoria Ring Road. He described the route as an important link connecting Busia to Migori and facilitating both regional and cross-border trade with Uganda and Tanzania. According to him, the improvement of the road network in the region would create opportunities for trade, movement, and economic integration, which is viewed as essential to sustain development problem. That is what Eliud Owalo said before resigning. But in the broader statement of what it means, he is working, or he was working with President William Ruto. But according to the analysis and the way things are, President William Ruto has picked different beacons to represent different regions. You had people like CS for public service, the former MP, said that they are very ready to divide Mount Kenya into two, as long as President William Ruto wins the 2027 election. In this bid, President William Ruto also, in my view, may have had a calculation discussion with Nyanza region people who are allied to him, since now there are obstacles in ODM right about now, that maybe 2027, ODM might chant their way, bringing now President William Ruto in a very tense situation. Because if Ruto does not have Mount Kenya region votes and may never have the Luo Nyanza votes, then for him, being a president will be a nightmare. So subjecting people like Eliud Owalo, picking people like Godfrey Ruku to push the agenda in respective community and regional blocks, to try and divert and maybe divide those votes. Because if Eliud Owalo and other senior government officials bring more than 2 or even 2 million votes from Nyanza, and they successfully divide Mount Kenya with the help of the Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, out of the 8 million votes, they successfully gain 3 million votes. Then President William Ruto might return to the seat in 2027. So the resignation of Eliud Owalo might be significant, planned, and well executed to attain a specific purpose in politics. So because everything and anything is possible in Kenya's politics.